Good afternoon, everybody. This is May 21st and our meeting for the Council on Aging. And I'm glad to see everybody is here. I hope they're having happy that we get the nice weather for a change. Okay, if we can stand up and for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll do roll call. My name is Jan Brady, and I'm present. Kathy Cormier. Present. Carmelo. Present. Evelyn DeWinson. Present. Anita Hickey. Not present. Charlie Marlborough. Present. Okay, Debbie Duff. Present. And myself again. Okay.
No, I forgot Norma.
Oh, Norma.
Present. She's here.
I was using a different thing. That's why. Okay. I haven't printed my new thing yet.
Jan. That's okay.
Okay. Now, as far as I'd like to have, if everybody reviewed the minutes for the last meeting on April 16th.
Yes.
Was there any changes? I know I will bring this up that the date was wrong in the back, which I've changed on the copies I sent and signed it. But are there any other changes that need to be made in the report? No.
Just for the record, can you say that it's being recorded?
Okay. Okay. I also, as I've been told, I must state that the meeting is being recorded and will be in the records for the town hall. Okay, does anybody want to go ahead and make a motion to approve the minutes of the 16th?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
And everyone will second it, thank you. There's really not much going on with the meeting here. We did have the old businesses. We had a memory cafe for a celebration of Mother's Day, and we had a nice French toast casserole, and we did make paper flowers that everybody who attended received, and paper flowers were put in a little cup of little candies that everybody had. It was very enjoyable, and next month we will be having one on our Memory Cafe. Next month is on let's say June 20th. I think it's 20th. I can't read that. Yeah, June 20th. And now we're going to kind of celebrate Father's Day. And I can't remember what we talked about having for Father's Day. I know we have grinders to eat, but are we
We're going to do grinders and a macaroni salad, tossed salad. As of right now, I don't have any entertainment. I just couldn't get anyone for June. So we'll play some music. We'll try and come up with to do other things. So.
When Jan was talking to Linda P. yesterday to get, some of the other stuff that's coming up, she just made mention about the grinders, that it might be hard for some of the people that come to eat them, because if they're thick. Mentioned.
I'm not going to order that type.
Okay.
I'll go and get them from Price Chopper and made with a little different bread.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought of that.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be having the potluck meal, and they're having sliders, and that'll be for $5. And the potluck in June is on the 26th, and menu has not been determined yet for that day.
There is a menu. They just text me with it.
Oh, really?
Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and carrots for June. Yep.
Wow, that's going to be good. June 5th is a restaurant trip, and they're going to the Woodstock Tavern on Route 171 in Woodstock. That's the only address they have for us. And as far as I know, they'll probably be meeting here at 11:30. And you need to make reservations, because I don't know how that restaurant is. I don't think it's very big, so they'll probably have to make reservations to make sure that they have room for as many people that are going. I know I've been in where it is, but I've never been in that restaurant over the years. Okay. On June 12th, we're having the brown bag lunch, and that is for $3, and it's a turkey or German bologna sandwiches, and then they'll have desserts and everything like that. So again, everybody make RSVP so we have enough food for everybody. And as I said, we're going to be having Memory Cafe on the 20th, and they're going to be the grinders. That they're not going to be the big bulky ones. And we're going to try and figure out something for Father's Day, little celebration of some type. And also, we don't have any entertainment, but I know Debbie, she was talking about possibly having singing or something, but without any entertainment for June. And that is about it that's going on. Oh, the Fraud Squad. I forgot to mention about the Fraud Squad. That is on the 30th. They're coming. There's a group of people called the AmeriCorps Seniors, they call them. And what they do is they review all the frauds and scams that are open, that they kind of base it for the elderly. And they have little skits that they'll provide when they come, and they will try to teach everybody what's real and what's not. And anytime you do have a problem where you kind of question whether it's really true or not, you can always call the police department, because they will report it and they can check on it. But don't ever send money, and don't ever make them give you more information, but you never offer you money or anything like that, because you will be taken for a lot of money. Does anybody else have anything else to bring up?
I was going to talk about the Princess Cruise. So I emailed the coordinator there, and I actually have a copy of it here that I'll read on her answer back. So she put, "Thank you for your interest in cruising with us aboard the Indian Princess. We actually do offer a senior discount package." And she's attached the information to this email. And so what it amounts to is $25 per person. And that's only for the cruise. They do offer lunch at the restaurant afterwards, but that, of course, is an additional charge. And so there's a minimum of 45 passengers at that $25. However, if we didn't have 45 people, they can put us with other senior groups, so they can fill the cruise regardless of the number that we do have sign up. And she was careful to, tell that, because a lot of the seniors can't get that many. And the days that they do them are not any holiday, but they will do them on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And we can let her know the date we would like and the time. So if you think that that's, something that would be of interest, and you let me know the actual date, I'd be happy to make up a flyer that you could put downstairs to have people be aware of it and sign up for it.
Now, are they willing to help us work to get more people if we don't have the 45
Yes.
individuals? So,
Yep.
yeah, they'll automatically.
And we would wait to collect the money until we were sure that the cruise was filled.
Okay.
Accessibility with canes, walkers,
Handicapped.
well, must be okay if they're having seniors,
Yes,
but
yes.
they must have
She
some.
doesn't mention that, but she did say that they're very adept at doing senior
Oh, perfect.
packages, yep. And if they were interested in the meal, they do give, let's see if they gave me a cost. Oh, the lunch package is $50 a person, so you're actually paying $25 for the lunch. But it's a full lunch with salad, and there's some entree choices, baked fish, steak tips, chicken breast. They have a vegetarian. So for an extra $25, we could have a meal right there.
They
Did
don't
she
serve
say, oh, go ahead.
They don't serve a meal on the ship.
No, they would do it in the restaurant.
Did she say how long the season is normally?
It will go until October, depending on the weather, late October.
And how long is the cruise, did you say?
I wonder if she says that here. Let me see.
I think you're out there a couple hours.
I think it was 2
It's a good-
hours.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And what if you include the meal? Is that, you go into the restaurant, is that before, after? Or?
It would be after the cruise.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I know that I had mentioned before that our high school reunion we were having, and they did tell us that they do not reimburse you the money if they have to cancel due to high winds or bad weather, and you just have to reschedule. So that's why we didn't have it, because we had a lot of individuals coming from out of state, out in California, and they didn't want to put the money into it if they had to go back home, so. But I've been on that cruise, and it's very enjoyable. I went on, it was an evening one that we went on, and it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, if this works out, I think people would really enjoy it.
Right.
Trip, yeah, it's nice.
Now, you don't have to sign up for the meal, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Carmela.
Oh, you're welcome. So let me know, and if you have an actual date, in mind, and
We'll ask around, we'll ask them like tomorrow when we have with potluck, and because we'll have a few extras just to see if they're interested.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of get an idea
Yeah.
if they're interested or not.
and at the Memory Cafe too, that
Right.
we get more people sometimes.
Right,
And if we had the flyer available, that's always a good thing. People like to see something.
right. And Debbie is very good at making copies of things like that, so they can take it home and
Yeah.
think about it and
Right.
just to make sure it works for them. Okay? And Charlie, if you can
Yeah.
give an update on the Slater Museum and the book club.
Yeah, I did reach out to Rihanna at the Slater Museum last week via email. I just sent a quick note that I hadn't heard anything in a little bit, and asked if she had an update for me, and if something wasn't working the way she thought it was going to, were there any other options, et cetera, et cetera. And I haven't heard back from her yet, so, I have no idea. She could have been away on vacation, or, but I haven't heard an update on that. Sometimes I know with grants, they can take a lot longer than you think, and,
Right.
you know.
Do they have a season where they close?
I think they're open year-round, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I seem to recall posts from people during the winter time that they went, and so I'm pretty sure they're open year-round.
Okay.
I would think they'd have to maintain heat and
Right.
in that building through the winters, so I'm sure they're open all 12 months. Book club, the only thing left to do is Deb and I to get together and come up with what you think would work for the best date. Thinking if we did it right after one of the days, we have lunch where it's an easy lunch, where there's no food prep and not a lot of cleanup. People who come to the lunch can just stay for the book club. I went through, the library gave me 17, 20 different titles. I went through all of those books and read the summaries, what they was about. I came up with the first one. It's called The Paris Wife, and it's a book about Hemingway, and it's at that time in Paris during the war. It's very interesting in the background, but it's in Paris. And, you know, all the intrigue that's going on, all the other famous people, Gatsby, and so that should be interesting. After that, I think we should get something together where people who are in the book club, every time we're going to read a new book, we'll present them with a choice of 3 titles. Anita isn't here, but she mentioned to me that there was a book about a military nurse that she read that was very good. So that might be something. I said, okay, we'll put it on the list. And then what we'll do is we'll have 3 options and let people vote what they think they would like to read as the next book, and then we'll go with that one.
That's
a
good
good
because
idea.
people will have a choice. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So what are you thinking, what's your thoughts on how often we should meet?
I would say 6 weeks.
And to have the book completed in 6 weeks?
In 6 weeks. Do you think that's too?
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And as you know, the library will get all the books for us. They can actually deliver them. Somebody's going to need to have all the contact information of all the people who join the book club. You probably have a lot of that.
I would take that, I'd get it as they signed up for it.
Yep.
I'll have them sign
Yep.
up with their name and information.
And then, you know, that way if there's any reason we're going to cancel because of snow or something, we can let people know that the book club isn't going to happen. And
Right.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
if we're gonna have it when we're gonna have a meal, then if it snows and school is canceled, then
Yeah.
the building is closed. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we'll have.
Yeah.
We could put in a policy stating if that happens,
Oh,
our
yeah.
meeting is
Yeah.
canceled. So that makes it a little easier.
Yep. But, you know, other than that, it's just, you know, distributing the books. And I'm sure they're going to number code them somehow at the library. And, you know, we just need contacts if, you know, we need the book back at this point. Or I think the library will want all the books to come back to the senior center where they can pick them up.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely, yeah.
as a whole grouping instead of, well, here's one on this day and here's one. So if we've got a return by date for the book club, you know, just little
Yeah.
technicalities there.
Excuse me, will you give us-
It's a little different because people aren't buying the books.
Right.
You know, or checking them out on their own. So we'll have to do something, and I'm sure there won't be any issues.
I have a question now as far as, do they have the option of getting large printed copies of the book and all that stuff?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they can get audiobooks. You know, pretty much any kind of a book that you need. So I'm sure they're prepared for that.
Okay.
I'm thinking hopefully we can start this up sometime within the month. You know, I'll let you pick what's gonna work.
Maybe a Monday,
Yeah,
because Monday's the simplest month. We don't run anything else on a Monday.
yep, okay,
Don't you think?
perfect.
Yeah.
And most of them who are doing it come on Monday lunches.
Yes.
And if they don't, they can come in after Woodstock and do
That's
book
right.
club.
That's right. Yeah.
And the library will supply us, or you can Google a whole bunch of conversational, you know, discussions you might want to get in. And then I'd like to leave it open that people might have their own questions about, well, what do you think about this, that they'd like to present to be discussed in the group.
Right. And they
So-
may offer up a book that they want to have us read as a
Right.
group,
Yep.
which is good too. To have
Yep.
them
Yep.
get involved like that. Yeah, that'd be good.
So,
Then we want to try to keep them all together and keep coming back and keep reading. 'cause
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah. So I'm sorry, go
No,
ahead.
that's
Kate.
okay, I just want to know, will they give us 6 weeks to have for the book being out?
Oh,
online?
yes.
Oh, okay.
She said she would, Kathy.
She would?
Yeah, she'll
Yep.
work with
Say it.
us. She came in on last Thursday.
Oh, that's good. Good.
I met her.
So, I mean, there'll be little fine-tuning things to do, but, you know, we should be good to go. If you want to have a separate meeting to discuss details, just let me know, and I'll work something out where, you know, I don't live far. I can always get down you know, and when you're not busy at the senior center, at, you know, at some point where if you want to get together, or we can just do it over the phone.
Absolutely, yep, yeah, whatever's easiest.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, good.
Yeah. But they were excited with that. Yeah,
About, you said you think about 8?
Yeah, about 8, that's who I had when I.
Okay.
asked, so.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
wonderful. Counting us, that's even
Yeah,
over
and
10.
and maybe what we can get is a nice flyer with a little, you know, summary of what the book is about, and have those put up so people can look at it, or, you know, so they'll know. And, you know, I don't believe that book clubs pay dues or anything. So, yeah, we wouldn't be having dues. And if somebody wants to skip because they really have no desire to read the book, or they just read it, you know, you just come back,
Right,
you know,
that's
when
it.
you're ready, you know.
And keep it open so they feel
Yeah.
comfortable coming back and
Yeah.
staying as a group.
Flexible.
Yeah. And, you know, down the road, we can make it where we just have light refreshments, you know, put out, you know,
See how we
cookies, or
start.
we'll have
And that's
water or
easy.
iced tea or something,
Yeah.
you know.
And have it inside with air conditioning in the
Yes,
summertime.
yes. And the sun isn't blinding you off the book while you're trying to
Although I
read
see
it.
deaths in the sun.
Yeah. So that should go good.
It sounds good, it sounds good.
All right, I'll wait to hear from you, and then we'll take it from there. Are you going to want me to get in touch with Nicole at the library,
No,
or?
I can if you want, once I get the count.
Okay,
And
that's
anybody
fine.
else here who wants to do it, I mean, I know I see Kathy, but anybody else who wants to do it, who doesn't go to the senior center, just send an email. So you want to do the book, just so I order the books, and if
Yep.
anyone else is interested.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I had.
Okay, anybody else have anything else?
Our trip is coming in. We need actually 4 more people, but I spoke with a local pastor today, and he hadn't heard about it, but he thought several of his people would be interested, because we're going also to see, at the Sight and Sound Theater, we're gonna see Daniel, and there's another show we're going to, and also Longwood Gardens isn't really played up in it. But the trip to Lancaster and the tours and all that, the Amish things will be good, so it's looking very positive.
Oh, that's good, that's good. There's one thing I did forget, we are having our birthday, cake and ice cream, and that is on June 6th. That's a Thursday. We have it the first Thursday every month, and, but that's all I have. I guess if no one else has anything else to add, our next meeting is scheduled for June 20th.
Jan, what's
Yes.
item number 6, coordinators report?
Yeah, that's what Debbie, used to be when Margaret never came to the meetings, and that was there. So, she used to send this report to, I guess Lori, I'm not sure who it was, I never got it. Yeah. But anyways, she comes to the meeting, so that's why we don't do that one. Until we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, so I don't like to take it down until
Oh, okay.
we just bypass it.
It's June 18th is council on Aging, not 20th.
Okay, June 18th,
The
okay.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good. Continue so we don't have any.
Well, you have it on here, right?
Okay. Okay. Very good, thank everybody for coming. And also, I should mention that the June meeting is the last meeting, and we do not meet in July and August for the Council on Aging. And the September 19th is the next meeting we have. It's almost 3 months thereafter, before we meet. So it gives us all a break. Away from meeting. Okay, does anybody want to make a meeting for, motion to end the meeting?
I'll make a motion to end the meeting.
Anybody want a second? Everyone, thank you. and have a good summer, safe summer, and don't overdo it.